With CWL London happening this past weekend, there has been a lot of news in the Call of Duty esports scene. With a large roster mania before the event, there was a lot to look for from Fort Worth. The reintroduction of FaZe Clan into the Pro League with an all-new team was very exciting to see, as well as Evil Geniuses and Envy trading about half of their teams respectively. This made for a very interesting day of pool play on Saturday. Friday started the pools. Optic, Heretics, and Gen G all went 3-0 in their pools, playing some very tough but well-played games against top contenders like Splice and 100 Thieves. This would set their trajectory going forward as all teams would play very well. LG went 0-3 in their pools despite going on to play a decent weekend with a good placing. The new Envy, Midnight, and Evil Geniuses all had slightly disappointing results in pool play, all going 1-2 on Friday. After Friday began the bracket play to see who would be taking home the trophy from London. Winners' sides showed up very dominant performances from top contenders. 100 Thieves taking a 3-0 on E United and Optic taking a 3-0 on FaZe Clan. An unfortunate steamroll considering the past rivalry of Optic and FaZe. Gen G also took a 3-0 victory against UU but couldn't pull out the victory against 100 Thieves in the following match. A close 3-2 for the 100 Thieves squad. Optic then took another clean 3-0 against Heretics, giving them a lot of momentum to rematch 100 Thieves Sunday in the winners final. On the loser side of day 2, there was a fair bit of controversy.
Finally, what would you like to say to this crowd?
I'd just like to say, I've got one question and one question only. What do we think of LG? Yeah! What do we think of shit? Thank you.
LG had a clean losers run, making it all the way to round 3, finally losing against Envy. However, in round 2 set against FaZe, a largely debated game issue occurred, causing LG to go on to take the set against FaZe. The score was 1-1 in 2 very close games, and game 3 at Control was just as close in a round 5 2v1 in FaZe's favor. The final 2 FaZe members were alive and had already captured B and were on the final ticks of capturing A. It was at this point that LG's only hope was Slacked, who had his Grav Slam available. The controversy comes in when Slacked ran in the very last minute. When looking at a slow-mo replay, you can see that FaZe actually captured the zone, which was their win condition. Mere milliseconds after the zone was captured though, Slacked, who was running in to contest but didn't make it on time, unleashes his Grav Slam, killing both members of FaZe, which was the win condition for LG. Even though FaZe met their win condition first, the game engine ended up giving the win to LG. And despite a long mid-set pause for admins to discuss the controversial moment, the win ended up going to LG, which despite a forceful game 4 from FaZe caused LG to win the set in a close game 5, making the final score 3-2. This run unfortunately ended the next round in a close set against Envy, whose new roster performed extremely well. Sunday was the day everyone was waiting for, the finals of the tournament. The day started with a long-awaited Optic vs 100 Thieves winner final. This set was very close in games scored, 100 Thieves with a dominant hardpoint and Optic with an impressive S&D considering their past plights with the game mode. Game 3 of this set really seemed to set the pace for the rest of the tournament. This Control on Arsenal was very close, but due to 2 very unfortunate mistakes on the side of Optic, 100 Thieves took this game in a very close ending, winning 2 1v1 or 1v2 situations. This game loss really seemed to hit Optic hard, and they weren't able to keep their heads above water in the next hardpoint. So 100 Thieves took this set 3-1, propelling them to the grand finals. Loser final was hard to watch for the Green Wall as they faced off against E United. You could see all the momentum leave the Optic team as they played EU, and the new squad took full advantage of this. Both older and newer players on the side of E United had fantastic games, especially young gun Simp that hit many phenomenal shots with the sniper and S&D, getting first bloods in 2 pieces like it was nobody's business. EU took a convincing 3-0 victory over Optic as the team had seemed to have checked out mentally after the heartbreaking loss against 100 Thieves. The grand finals were a bit closer. Despite the fantastic performance out of EU players like Simp on Sunday, it was clear which team had the most skill and momentum behind them. It seemed like 100 Thieves was set to win, and they did not disappoint, taking a solid 3-1 victory against E United. It seemed like E United simply couldn't keep up with the heated up 100 Thieves squad. Players like Kenny and Priesta absolutely on fire throughout the whole day. Even with these players popping off all day, it was Octane who took home the MVP trophy, which was definitely well deserved. 100 Thieves had a fantastic weekend and nobody was able to touch them on Sunday. Overall, it was a fantastic weekend filled with tough losses and close exciting games to the wire, and it was a very interesting home to new rosters that shined and didn't live up to the expectation throughout pool play and bracket, and we're very excited to see how rosters change following this weekend and share that information with you as it comes available. This has been GameCaveTV's recap of the CWL London 2019. Thank you guys for watching, and we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next video.